Yo, my name is Maleko. I've been rapping since about 1992. Moved to the trailer park in Moss Beach. I feel like I found hip-hop and I found what I wanted to do, for the rest of my life here on the coast. So there wasn't really many people out here doing music, doing hip-hop. There was a guy named J7. He was already making music with a band called YBS, and he's a great musician, and they were already doing shows and had a studio and stuff. So, and another guy, D-Ski, who was a DJ / rapper producer who was already doing it. He had a group called The Elements, and he really took me under his wing and really got me going in hip-hop. I can really say that. He had a little 4-track and ASR 10 sampler, and we started making music, and so that was really my first experience recording, writing and recording raps. High school, I met up with a guy named Raj, came to be like my best friend. I told him I rapped, and he was like, oh, I rap, so we started rapping together. At that point, Abnormal was born, and that was me, Raj, and D-Ski. Hundreds of songs, man. We weren't really trying to put out an album or anything. We were just, just creating music, and just loving it and finding our style, And we ended up kicking it with Tony. You know him as Space Ranger. We used to go to his house in Montero and freestyle every Saturday night. I remember, man, I'd bring my turntables over and we'd just freestyle for hours, and we called that the Saturday night session. So we all sharpened our skills that way, and that was actually, the birth of Arachnophobics. They were on some like spacecore, like outer space, crazy rap. D-Ski, again, the brain, he was like, yo, Arachnophobics. Tony Space Ranger and Seamus, who went by Nebula, and Jason, who went by Flash. We were all involved, but that was really their group, and me and Raj were on the album, but that was really like an offshoot of our group. 96, my senior year, I did my senior exit project on hip-hop. Me, myself, Space Ranger, and Raj, we performed at the high school. That was like my first performance ever. We started doing shows at Round Table, and they were packed, and so that's when it really started rolling. We were selling our tapes and just getting fans, and getting known, and it was really, that's how I got started.
Searching you shall find destiny's design. Anything is possible. The answer's in your mind. Searching you shall find destiny's design. Anything is possible. The answer's in your mind. Searching you shall find destiny's design. Anything is possible. The answer's in your mind.
I put out my first tape in like '98. It was called Thinking Out Loud. I started making connections through the internet with these guys in LA. D-Ski started a website called LAtothebay.com. And it just like blew up, Like, it was a website, and he would sell our music. I actually had a network at that time to sell my albums, And so LAtothebay.com was a real big step for me as an artist. In about 2000, I found out about a record store in Burlingame called Below the Surface, and it was owned by a guy named Shane, Kegs1. He ended up being like my brother, he's one of my best friends. I actually lived with him for like 3 years. He actually started his own label, which was called Sublevel Epidemic. He put out my first record ever. At that time, there was also another website called atacworldwide.com. That was run by a guy named P- from San Francisco, and he just started selling, underground hip-hop out of his house on Post in San Francisco. And I was lucky enough to meet him at a show, and he said he liked my music, and he said he wanted to sell it. At that point, we had LAtothebay.com, atacworldwide.com, and Shane's website, belowsurface.com. All three of those websites was this big connection, this big network of worldwide fans all around the world that were in underground hip-hop, and so it really gave us a chance to get our music out there. After that, I started doing a bunch of shows. I went to Canada, Seattle, Oregon, Texas, Hawaii, San Diego, LA, Chico. That was a really fun experience. I got a lot of fans, got my music out there, and just got to experience the whole rap life, and I loved it, At that time, I met up with Optimus Rhymes. He actually worked at Below the Surface. He was in a group called JKC, which is from Santa Cruz, and me and Optimus Rhymes, we just connected like that. It was like instant. We were like the same people, from different crews, so ever since then, me and Optimus have been real tight. He's like my brother, and it's rare that you hear a song that comes out without him on it, if I'm on it, If I do any cameo, it's like I bring Op with me, and if he does anything, he brings me with him. Shows, Op's there.
Yo, I want to take this time to introduce my homie right here that's been up here with me. This is Optimus Rhymes right here.
Yeah, what's up, y'all? Optimus Rhymes right here. Jedi Nice, JKC, Santa Cruz in the house.
I put out like 5 or 6 solo albums. Thinking Out Loud, Nocturnal Journals, which is produced by Joe Dub, Resume, which was like a work of all the stuff I've done with other people, Omnidirectional, Breathing Room, and my latest is called Yada Aloha. I put a lot of time and energy into it, and I think it turned out real good. You can see the videos on youtube.com/yourboymaleko, myspace.com/yourboymaleko. I've been fortunate to keep doing music all this time. You know, here I am in 2009, you know, over 10 years later, and I'm still, you know, I'm sending my music to radio, and you know, I've gotten my music to labels.
You're here in the islands touring, doing things. You actually live in the Bay Area.
Yep.
And you have an album out. You're an entertainer. You're CEO of your own record label. First of all, why don't you tell me a little bit about your sound, about your music, and describe what you do.
Yeah. Basically what I'm trying to do is like bring the fun back to hip hop, you know what I'm saying? And I do a lot of storytelling. I try to keep the comedy element in it. You know, I got a song called MILF about, like, you know, hot moms, and a song called 86 T-Bird, true story about me getting pulled over and rapping to get out of a ticket. So I'm just trying, I'm almost like the new Fresh Prince.
There's a whole movement out here, Coastside hip hop, and I feel like I played a major part of that. And now we're just doing a bunch of shows. You know, I teamed up with Mike from Project 650, and we started YoCoastside.com, which is just an outlet for all the talent on the coast, whether it's music or business or anything, art. It's just an outlet for all of us to get our stuff, our voices heard, and our work seen, you know. So I got my own label, New West. I got my own DJ company, CoastSideDJ.com. I'm getting into editing video now, all positive, and it's all love, you know. So that's it. Maleko. If you didn't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? So New West, Yada Aloha, YoCoastside. Peace.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Maleko. I like simple things like movies and burritos. Good people, that's who I run with. Flavor like sweet Maui onions. Hawaiian, German, Salvadorian. Now what category am I in? I don't know. This is hip hop, but not what you used to. Go watch a MILF video on YouTube. Tell me who else is doing what I'm trying to do. Comedy, reality, things you relate to. I'm not above you, I'm one of you. May not know you, but I still love you. I'm a hip hop hippie, spitting positivity. You damn skippy. I'm from NorCal, I got my own style.